Hello, it's Leslie Fightmaster, and welcome to day one of Yoga Fix 90. So 90 days to create a healthy habit. So bringing the hands together in front of your heart, close your eyes and take a few long breaths. And I invite you to set an intention for your practice today. Today's practice will focus on chest and back and abs. Take a couple of deep ujjayi breaths in and out through the nose. If you do like this class, this video, please push the like button at the end and share it with your friends. You're going to roll onto your back and just draw your knees into your chest, gently rocking from side to side. And then draw the right leg into your chest and extend the left leg, circling the right ankle in one direction. And reverse it. And then inhale, lift your head and shoulders off the mat. Lift the left leg off the mat. You can always cradle your head in your hands or reach your arms by your sides. Breathing here. Inhale, extend the right leg up toward the ceiling. And exhale, sit up a little bit taller. So inhale to lower and exhale to lift any amount. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhaling to lift. Lower down. Exhale to lift and hold. Lift the left leg as well for boat pose. You can extend the legs straight or bend the knees. Lift your chest. Draw your shoulder blades down and then slowly, slowly begin to extend all the way back onto your back. And then draw your left knee into your chest. Start to circle the left ankle in one direction. And reversing. And then drawing the knee and lift the head and shoulders up off the floor again. Reach the fingertips forward or cradle the head in your hands. And draw your belly in any amount as you breathe here. Extend the left leg up toward the sky. On the exhale, lift up any amount. Inhale, lower down. Exhale to lift. On your inhale, lower. Exhale, lift up. Keep the chest lifted. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower down. Exhale, lifting up, both legs up, knees bent or straight. Extend through your spine. Draw your belly in. 3, 2, and 1. Cross your ankles and roll forward. And we'll make our way into table. As you inhale, bring your chest forward, lift the chin and tailbone, and as you exhale, press away from the floor, rounding the back. Couple times. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lift and round through the upper back, press away from the floor. Inhale, bring your chest through the gates of your arms, draw your shoulder blades lightly down. Exhale, round your back, chin toward chest. Inhale, gliding the chest through, and exhale, pressing away, rounding the back. Walk your hands forward a little bit and take your hips back to your heels. So we want the arms straight. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Come up onto the knees and tuck your toes for down dog. Arms shoulder distance apart, feet hips width. And then go ahead and bicycle your legs, bending one knee and the other, just to warm up the hamstrings and the calf muscles. Make sure your fingers spread nice and wide. And as you press down into the base of the fingers, lift the forearms. Inhale, plank pose, top of a push-up. Bring the heart forward here as well. Don't let your head drop. Keep reaching the crown of your head forward and lift the backs of your knees. Then, where your right hand was, put your right elbow and left elbow where left hand was, so you're in Dolphin plank. Still lifting up away from the floor. And then right hand down, left hand down to come back up to plank. Continue to reach the tailbone toward the heels. Lift the backs of the knees and draw the belly in. Don't let your low back arch. And then right elbow down, left elbow down, back into Dolphin plank. Breathing and continue to extend the crown of the head forward. We're almost done. Come on back up and chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra if you prefer, and exhale, make your way into downward facing dog. Good. Stretching back, lengthening through the spine. Spin your inner thighs back and firm the leg muscles. Inhaling back into plank pose. And just lifting again through the belly. Lift away from the floor, backs the knees lifting up. And then again, right forearm down, left forearm down into Dolphin plank. So if you get real tired, stick your buns up in the air. It's better than letting your low back arch. And then right hand, left hand back up into plank. And roll to the pinky toe side of your right foot. Lift your left arm up. You can always take your bottom knee down or stack the feet on top of each other, stacking the hips. Take your left hand to the side, take your left hand back to the floor. Lower chaturanga, press straight back up and go to the left side. Vasisthasana. Try to stack your hips right on top of one another. You can always take your bottom knee down for more support. Spin your inner elbow a little bit toward the front of the mat. Right hand down, back to plank, chaturanga, shoulders no lower than elbows. Inhaling, up dog or cobra, exhaling, down dog. Again, stretching back, get nice and long through the spine. Keep your arms and your ears in the same line as you stretch way back. Ribs and belly drawing in. Look forward, either step or hop feet to hands. Oh, there's stone waving. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. That was my son. Inhale, reach all the way up and stretch up. And exhale to Samastitihi. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhaling, fold forward, hinging from your hips. Inhale to lengthen the spine and look up. Exhale, step or, clasp your hands behind your back and start to fold forward any amounts. You're going to stretch out the shoulders. Now, if your knees are bent, you can keep some weight in the heels. If your legs are straight, firm your quadricep muscles. Shift the weight a little bit forward. Bring your hands back to your low back. Drop your hips. Come into chair pose, Utkatasana. Drop the tailbone down. Lift the frontal hip points up. Again, weight into the heels. Fold forward into Uttanasana. Then inhale, lengthen. Then exhale, step or float back and move into Chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Right leg up on your inhale. As you exhale, step it through by the right hand. Stand the ball of the back foot and come up into crescent pose, high lunge. Draw your belly and ribs in. Draw your tailbone down. Exhale, hands to the mat. And swing the leg up as you come right onto the forearms. So right leg is up in the air, you're right on your forearms, and then drop that right leg and now you're in dolphin pose. Your forearms are on the floor. Try to get your elbows no wider than the shoulders. Make your way back to down dog. You can do it the way I just did it by pressing off of the forearms, or come to child's pose first and then lift up. Left leg up, inhale. Step it up by the left hand and reach into crescent pose. Pull the left hip back, right hip's coming forward. Drop the tailbone down and get length here. Make sure your knee is over your ankle. So you're going to swing your left leg up, and as you do, come right onto your forearms at the same time. It might be awkward at first. You might need to try it out a couple of times. Lift your leg from the inner thigh. The left leg lifts from the inner thigh. Then we'll set it down. And again, you can either press right up into down dog, or you can take the knees down into child's pose first. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it up. Having trouble with my shirt. Inhale, come all the way up again into crescent pose. Then take your right arm over the left arm and start to lean back just a little bit. So try and get this back bend in the upper back. Continue to keep the lower back lengthening. Reach all the way up. Exhale, the hands down, chaturanga. Inhaling into up dog or cobra. And back to plank chaturanga again, and then make your way into down dog. Left leg up, inhale, step it through, exhale. Coming into crescent. Left over right and lift up through the elbows. As you lift up, look up a little bit. Try to widen across the collarbone slightly as you lean back into a teeny back bend in the upper back. Release the arms, inhale up. Exhale, plank, chaturanga. Press into up dog or cobra. And exhale back to chaturanga and downward facing dog. Got an extra chaturanga in there. Helps with the abs. So back into down dog. Remember to take the knees down, rest anytime. Come to plank, feet together. Roll the pinky toe side of right foot. Lift up. And if you'd like, lift your left leg up off the floor. Then back into plank pose. Chaturanga up to plank. Chaturanga up to plank again. Roll the pinky toe side of the left foot. Reach the right arm up. Maybe add your right leg. Stretching up. And then take it back down. Plank pose. Chaturanga once. Chaturanga twice. Chaturanga up dog on the inhale. Exhale back down dog. Now you can always take your knees down in those chaturangas. That's fine too. Chaturanga is a great way to build the shoulders and build the abdominals and the chest. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it through. This time back foot flat, line up heel to arch and come into warrior two. So your front heel lines up with your back arch, reaching the arms out. And drop your left arm and reverse your warrior. As you exhale, rebend into your right knee a little bit. Nice side stretch there. Then straighten your right leg on your inhale. Reverse triangle pose. On your next inhale, come on up. And interlace your fingers behind your back. Open your chest as you inhale. On the exhale, bend the right knee over the ankle. Take your hands and wrap them around behind your back onto the top of your right thigh. So you're opening the chest again, squeezing the shoulder blades toward each other. Your gaze can be straight ahead of you. You don't have to look over that front shoulder. And then releasing that, set up for triangle. Shift your hips back and lean forward, getting some length. Take your right hand down, left arm up, shoulders are in line. Exhale, reach the left arm forward in line with your ear. Exhale, sweep it down, take it behind your back and take the right hand behind the back. Interlace the fingers or hook the thumbs. Widen your collarbone, so chest opening. Squeezing the shoulder blades a little toward each other. And then bend the front knee. Take hands to the mat, lower down chaturanga. Inhale to press into up dog. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Left leg up on the inhale. Exhale, step it through, back foot flat, line up front heel and back arch. And finding again, warrior two. Make sure the left knee's over your ankle and it points right over the second toe. Gaze over your fingertips here. Continue your nice steady breath in and out through your nose. And then dropping the right arm to reverse. Exhale, bend the left knee a little bit deeper, side stretching. Good, and then straightening the left leg for reverse triangle, bigger side stretch. Come on up, inhale. And then interlace the fingers behind the back, wrap them behind your back and rest them on the top of your left thigh. And then bend the knee over the ankle again, and this will widen your chest, your collarbones, and bring your shoulder blades a little toward each other. So you're going to get a good shoulder stretch and a chest opener. And straightening the front leg, shift the hips back, take left hand down to the shin, foot, or floor, reach right arm up and stretch through the right fingertips. Then exhale your right arm in line with your right ear, stretching out a little bit more. Take a breath in, exhale, take the right hand behind you, take the left hand behind you, interlace fingers or hook your thumbs. Now you can see I'm squeezing my shoulder blades toward each other, rolling the top shoulder back. Try to keep your torso right over your front thigh, continuing to press into the base of the big toe of the left foot. Release it there, step back into plank and chaturanga once, chaturanga twice, chaturanga 3 times, chaturanga to up dog, big breath in up dog, and then exhale into downward facing dog. Stretching back. Rest if you want to rest. You can always take the knees down. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it through. Stand the ball of the back foot. Ooh, little balance issue. Come on up, inhale. That's the nice thing about practicing this. Exhale, open the chest like you're scraping elbows toward the back wall. Inhale to reach. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, open the chest. Inhale, arms reaching up. Exhale, opening up the chest. And inhale, arms up. And exhale again, open up to the chest. Really get it nice and open. Inhale, the arms reach like you're moving through water. Exhale, open the shoulders. And then make a big circle with the arms and take the hands down through your vinyasa. So the nice thing about practicing with these videos is you can take an extra chaturanga and you can push the pause button and rest. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring it forward. Stay on the ball of your back foot. Come on up into high lunge, dropping your tailbone. Then exhale, scrape your elbows toward the back wall. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, open the chest like you're moving through Jello. Inhale, arms reaching up. Exhale, open the chest. Shoulder blades move toward each other. Reach up as you inhale. And again, exhale, opening the chest. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, expand through the chest and then reach the arms down. Make a big circle. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra pose. Exhale, chaturanga again. Lift the hips in downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Rest again if you want to rest. Come into plank. Lower all the way down to the floor. Bring your hands right by your sides with your palms facing your legs. Press all 10 toenails onto the floor and then inhale, lift the chest. So again, keep the toes pressing down, opening the chest here, widen across your collarbones. Reach your fingers back, reach your tailbone back, and release down, rest. You can take your forehead down, you can take one ear down or the other. And same thing, but this time we're going to add the legs. So lift the chest. Add the legs, spin the inner thighs up toward the ceiling. Keep the back of your neck long. You can even look a little bit more forward. Exhale and lower down to rest. So continue to reach the tailbone toward the heels. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, lift everything up. Keep the back of the neck long, lifting your hip points up towards your lower ribs and continuing tailbone toward heels. Inner thighs spinning up, opening the chest, and release it down. Nice little rest. Good. And then coming back, interlace your fingers, other pinky on top, the funny interlace. Lift everything up again. Bring your chest forward. Try to breathe more into your chest as opposed to in your belly. And lengthen out as much as you can. Lift the shoulder heads up and release down. Resting here. And now arms by your ears. We're going to lift everything up. Exhale, bend the elbows, pull them back. Inhale, reach your arms forward. Again, exhale, chest expansion, pull the elbows back. Inhale to reach. Exhale like you're moving through wet cement. Inhale to extend. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, and reach back for the feet and lift into Dhanurasana. If that's too much, stay with Shavasana with your arms by your ears. Lift up and press your feet back. Lift your belly. Try to keep your knees no wider than your hips. Slowly release down and rest a moment. So your heart is probably pumping right now. That's what happens when we do chest openers and back bends. Hands by the rib cage. Inhale to up dog or cobra pose and exhale down dog. Let's step or hop lightly to the knees and sitting up on your knees. And take your hands to your lower back and try to extend and lengthen your lower back with your hands. Then press your thighs forward slightly, rolling the shoulders back. Lean back any amount and imagine there's a string attached to your chest and it's lifting you up toward the sky. Let your head go back any amount to come up. Squeeze the legs, come up both shoulders at the same time. Same thing, press the hips down, lean back any amount, maybe reach for your feet, maybe not. Then imagine that string attached to the chest and it's pulling you up. You can let your head go even more than mine is here. So any amount is fine. Breathe into the chest, get long. Squeeze the legs, come on up, and then come down into a child's pose and rest here, giving your back a nice little stretch to lengthen it out. Come on back up and make your way into downward facing dog. Either hold it there or come forward to plank, lower chaturanga on the exhale, inhale up dog, extra chaturanga or not, back into downward facing dog. Look up, step or hop and sit right down, and then extend the legs forward. Then bend your right knee, right arm inside the thigh on the inside. Wrap it around, hook it around your right leg. Take your left hand behind and exhale, fold forward. Now, if you can clasp hands behind your back, then do. Otherwise, grab your shirt, pull the left toes back and roll your right shoulder back. So the right shoulder lifting up toward the ceiling a little bit, toward the sky. Inhale, come on up. Now, right hand behind you. Left arm up, inhale, exhale, twist, take it across. Every time you inhale, see if you can lengthen up a little taller. As you exhale, roll the right shoulder back and maybe twist a little bit deeper. Make sure your left ankle is flexed. Come back to center and bend the left leg. Take your left arm inside, reach forward, wrap it around. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Roll the right shoulder back as you exhale, come forward. So if you can't clasp hands, maybe you're not even close, it doesn't matter. Just go as deeply as you comfortably can. Never going past your edge and causing pain. That's important. Inhale the head up. Exhale to release. Left hand behind your back, right arm up tall. Inhale. Exhale, hook it across and twist. So again, every time you inhale, sit up nice and tall. Whenever you exhale, roll the left shoulder back. Again, widening across the collarbones, expanding through the chest. Pull the right toes back, flexing your ankle. Inhale, head to center. Exhale to unwind. Reach both arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hinge from the hips forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to extend. Now, it never matters how deep you get into any of the poses. This forward fold, maybe you don't come forward very much. It doesn't really matter. Just notice on day 1 how far you get versus day 90. Inhale, head up. Exhale to release. And then take your hands right next to your hips or maybe a little bit underneath them. And fish pose, Matsyasana. Press into your elbows, forearms, lift your chest, breathe into your throat. Your head may or may not touch the floor. Just one more nice chest expansion. And then lift the legs. Take your palms together for one more nice little ab exercise. Slowly bend the knees. And then roll yourself up, fingertips facing front. Lift up into reverse table, another chest opener, shoulder opener. Take your right ankle above your left knee and then set yourself down. Walk yourself as close as you can comfortably to the legs. You might also take your forearms down and rest a little bit, but we're getting a hip stretch here. So close your eyes, take a few breaths in your hip stretch. Keep flexing your right ankle as you're here. Slowly release, setting up for reverse table again. Inhale, lift up, 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 up. Let your head go back any amount. Keep lifting your hips, reaching tailbone towards the backs of the knees. And then left ankle above right knee. Set yourself down and walk yourself a little bit closer to the legs if you can. Inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale here, or again, you can come down to your forearms, or you don't have to be as close to the legs. So the further away, the less stretch you'll feel. Come on down to your back and hug your knees in. Rocking a little here side to side. One more little rock. And then we'll make our way into Shavasana. So extend the legs out. Let your feet flop open. Bring your arms by your sides. Face your palms up to receive. Close your eyes. Allow yourself just to sink right down into the floor. And we'll rest here for a couple of minutes. Quiet mind, quiet body into Shavasana. Sure, you're resting just a little bit longer. I thought our quotes for the first 30 days can be about gratitude and about being in the now. This quote is from Eckhart Tolle, and he said, "Acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance." Always looking for the good. And start to make movements to reawaken your body, moving your fingers, toes, hands, and feet, and bend your knees. Roll yourself off to your right side for a moment. And then pressing up with your left hand, we'll make our way back into a seated position. Sitting up tall and bringing your hands to your heart center, palms touch. It's Anjali Mudra. Let's bring the hands to the forehead to remind us to have clear and loving thoughts. Our hands to the heart center, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. Our hands to the mouth, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions, sending out all this beautiful energy to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on day 1. I hope I get to see you again tomorrow. And you can check out hashtag YogaFix90, 90 days to create a healthy habit. Please press the like button, share, please subscribe. Thank you so much. There's a donation button below. You can press that if you like.